In today's video, we speak to over 10 vendors at Overland Expo Pacific Northwest.
Hey guys, how you doing? Lauren here with xgridcampers. We're at Overland Expo Pacific Northwest, and we're going to show you the AOR Sierra. This is the first AOR Sierra ever brought into the United States. We import them from Australia, and we're excited to have them here. Let's take a look. So on this side, we have the full galley kitchen. It's a side kitchen, lots of storage around the unit. We're going to show you that throughout. This is one of the main storage boxes up front. We put a large stove up here, our extra gear. We have the slide out for the fridge. This comes standard with the EvaCool 60 liter, but we have different options for that if you have another brand that you like. This slides in, and then we also have a prep area or a secondary barbecue tray. A lot of people will use this for a small barbecue. You put it right there, and then you can stow it away when you're not needing it. This is our main galley. Some models that we have the option now for a 2-burner Thetford stove right here. You can use that as a prep tray, or you can do a 2-burner stove. All your kitchen area, lots of storage here. The cabinetry opens up, really secure locks, and everything stows away. AOR is also running the RedArc Red Vision system. So this is your 30 amp charger for short charging, solar, as well as DC to DC. It's all app driven, so you can keep an eye on your water tank, your charging system, as well as control your lights all from the app, which is really nice. So if you're sitting inside at night, you're not sure, if you have lights on outside, just open up the app, turn them off and on. You can keep an eye on what your charging system's doing, what your voltage is at, and your battery levels. So let's take a look at the changing room and the bedroom. This is one of the popular things about this unit is the exterior changing room and transitional room. The changing room drops down from the rear hatch. So when you're not using it, it's tucked up in here. It's all zippered up in here. It's out of the way. You can open it up, drop it down, stake it down, and then you can enter and have a privacy room for changing, taking off your shoes, and just have a nice area to get into the cabin. People will also use this area for pets. You can put small shelves in here, put your gear in here, get it out from the weather, and that way when you enter the bedroom, everything stays out here that's dirty. So inside, a really comfortable cabin. This is about a full-size bed, 5-inch mattress, lots of room in here, lots of space up above for head height, but it feels real roomy because you have this large outside access door on the side, as well as the front entry right there. You have 2 fans, your skylight fan, your 12-volt fan, as well as reading lights, lots of USB plugs and 12-volt power, your gear netting, and then access to closet storage right through here, which is also accessible from the outside. So you can put some extra clothes in there, extra gear that you need to get into it when you need it, and you're ready to go. And then underneath the bed is where our components are all at. So again, on this unit, just like the ZR, we have 2 150 amp hour lithium batteries, so 300 amp hour total batteries, the RedArc Red Vision 2000 watt inverter, and our transfer switch and water filtration system. The full-size spare sits right here. It's accessible from the rear as well. Some people will take out that spare and they'll put it up on top of the roof, and then you have additional storage underneath the bed. This hatch will close down, lock up, or you can use it just as a window. And so you're sitting inside, you have your bug screen, you have your full shade as an option. Open the window, keep that secure, or close that down and open up the entire panel. Here's the access panel to the closet. So when you're loading in your gear at home, put all your clothes or your bags in there. You can access from inside. Great place to stow all that. And then again, more storage underneath. This is where we put our toolbox, our leveling blocks, grass mat, some of the other extra gear that we carry with us when we go camping. And then along the front, we have the shower enclosure. That's on a swing out arm. So it sits outside here. It doesn't get in the way of the storage. You can enter it on this side. We're using this today for the portable toilet area. Some people will also put this in the back changing room, and that way at night, if you just want to step out the back, you can get to it there. But otherwise, you can put it inside the shower area. And then this is the Smart Tech. We use the Smart Tech instant hot water system. We have our hot water or cold water output, our hot water input that goes back to the sink, and then it hooks right into the propane line that's right here. So real easy system to set up, real simple to use, and just disconnect it when you don't need it. On the front, again, a large storage toolbox, really deep, goes all the way down. And then this is a neat feature. This is actually a firewood rack. So it collapses up when we're not using it, and we can open it up. If we're driving down a trail, happen to see some firewood along the way, open it up, set it down on top, throw some bungees around it or a gear net, secure it down, and then you're off and running again. This uses the dual 11-pound propane tanks. We have an optional bike rack on this unit. And then again, the Cruisemaster DO35 hitch with your Anderson connection for your DC to DC, Anderson for your solar, and Anderson out for power source. This unit can also be set up with a rooftop tent. We can do a large tent again, you know, whether it's a CVT or a 23-0 or a James Baroud or you know, a Boondetech, something large will sit up there. So if you want to carry a larger family of 4 or 5 people, you can easily do that with this unit. You have a high payload capacity. The dry weight on this is about 2,100 pounds, and the gross is about 4,000. So you have almost 2,000 pounds of payload on here, so you can get a lot of gear on there if you'd like. AOR's been making trailers about 20 years, and they use the same suspension and chassis for all of their units. The chassis is a high tensile steel, super galvanized steel chassis. It's galvanized from the inside out, so it's a different process than what a lot of manufacturers do when they do the galvanized dip system. Suspension is a dual shock trailing arm suspension. Gives you lots of range, a lot of capability, and they'll actually match the bolt pattern. So if you have a certain vehicle you want to be running the same tires and wheels as on your vehicle, we can do that on the AOR Sierra and the Sierra ZR. Well, thanks for joining us. Again, we're xgridcampers out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and we have these units actually in stock right now and more on the way. You can go to xgridcampers.com.
Hello, I'm Trevor. I'm with Vanultra, and we're here at Pacific Northwest Overland Expo. We have a solution to get your tent on and off pretty easily. These tents are really hard and heavy to get on and off. We developed a solution to try and minimize the frustration and hassle so that you can get these tents on and off as soon as you can. The thing that makes our clamps unique from everybody else is that we're low profile. We're not going to add any height. We're not going to space your tent up. Next thing is that we offer a locking feature. Try and keep your investment protected and safe and on your truck and not in the hand of some thieves. Next thing is that speed. We want this to make it as easy as possible to get on and off. We're also unique that we're the only ones that will only quick release system that'll work with round and tubular profiles as opposed to a T-track frame. Last thing is our system doesn't require any tools. So this is our product. It's a mount, rooftop tent mount. Comes apart easily and can be installed to most tents and most racks. This is a quick demonstration of how the product works. So this right here is an extrusion that's commonly used on most rooftop tents. However, we're also compatible with other extrusions. In this demonstration, this is going to simulate the rack that's either on the top of your vehicle or on the bed of your vehicle. So through this demonstration, a tent, imagine this upper piece is going to be lowered down onto a rack and then be set up to be installed. So I'm going to flip the parts over so that we can see them. So here's your tent being slowly installed onto a rack, and then at that point we're going to position the tent against the frame. We have a fixed clamp in one spot, and that sets the alignment of the tent from one position to the other, so that way you set it once and your tent's always going to be pretty much in the same spot every time. Once the tent's installed, we're going to take our sliding mount, slide it into the position, and then from there we have a clevis pin that goes inside of these features, then a retaining cotter pin. Now we're installed, but the system could rattle. To prevent that rattle, we're just going to add in a little bit of preload to this clamp, and now the tent is installed and firm and ready to go. Disassembly is just as simple. So when you're done with the tent, you're ready to go back to work, you're just going to back off these knobs just a real little bit. Then from there, you're going to remove the pin. Once the pin is removed, the mount's going to slide open and your tent's ready to be removed. Last thing I wanted to show is that our system locks. You can use a 1/2 inch standard hitch pin. We offer one that's really nice, stainless steel, made in the USA like the rest of our products. If you install a 1/2 inch hitch pin in place of a clevis pin, you can lock it. Once it's locked, then it's going to be the same process. We're just going to add a little bit of preload in this knob and you're ready to go. The cool thing about this is we have no exposed fasteners anywhere on here. Some companies, some of our competition says, yeah, we have a locking option, but we also have fasteners all over the place. So if someone just wants to take it apart, just unbolt our whole system. Nobody can unbolt this with the lock in here. There's no access to these fasteners. The thing that's great about this is it doesn't add any height to the system. You're not going to space your tent up at all. And the last thing is These are nice parts. We're a premium brand. We're made here in the USA. This is almost all stainless steel. The only thing that's not stainless steel is this knob right here. The roof racks come in all shapes and sizes. The tents comes in all shapes and sizes, just like us. So we have a few different shapes and sizes. We have some for low profile, like the front runner, also for small diameter tubes. So if you have a small tube, we can get it mounted up here. If you have a large tube, this is a 2-inch diameter tube. Well, one thing that's unique about us is we're the only ones that's gonna work with a round or tubular profile. Most quick release options are gonna require a T-nut. So depending on the shape and size that you have, we pretty much have a solution for you. Whether it's a long T-rod or short T-rod, low clamp, high clamp, we'll have a solution for you. If you'd like to learn more information about our product, check out our website, Vanultra.com.
So I'm Kurt with BackwoodsCamperCo. I'm here at the Overland Expo, and this is the Backwoods Camper. This is the SUV camper. It'll fit on any SUV, Jeeps, 4Runners, the new Bronco. It only weighs 500 pounds. It's made from foam core fiberglass structural panels. It attaches to the roof rack and then the receiver hitch. This was my first prototype I built. Tested out to scale and everything, you know. I figured if it works on that scale, then there's a good chance it might work, you know, full size. So, and then we got a California king size bed up there, and then just got a little, you know, countertop here. You could put your portable stove on there if you wanted to cook, prepare your meals, whatever. And then on this side there's a bench, and underneath the bench I have a porta potty, and there's some storage, the battery, and there's LED lights. And then also it has the jacks, so you can unload it like you would a pickup camper. It only takes about 10 minutes to unload it, and then you could drive your Jeep around. You could sleep in it with it off of the Jeep too if you wanted to. And also the rack, the receiver rack, you could haul wood, or you know, you can haul stuff on that too. It's useful without the camper. So if you're interested in more information, you can look us up on BackwoodsCamperCo.com, or we're on Facebook and Instagram, BackwoodsCamperCo.
Hi, my name is Jake, here at the Overland Expo Pacific Northwest with TuffStuffOverland. Here to tell you about a few of the products we have on display. First up is our 270 compact awning. You can have this thing set up within 30 seconds by yourself. It'll give you 80 square feet of shade, and we have optional shade walls as well. Next to this, you'll see our Titan freestanding camp light. Solar powered, charge it up during the day, 3,500 lumens at night. Over here, you'll see our Halo. This is also a freestanding camp light, solar powered, includes a speaker and more of a 360 diffused camp lighting. Great for the center of your camp. And lastly will be our Alpha 2 rooftop hardshell tent. This is a 4-season tent. You'll have it popped up within 2 minutes by yourself, packed up within a couple minutes as well. It comes with the rain fly that works as an overhead awning in the front, shoe bag, storage bag, interior lighting, exterior lighting. Fantastic tent for a great trip. You can find us at TuffStuffOverland.com and follow us on social. It would be TuffStuffOverland on Instagram and Facebook as well. Thanks for stopping by.
I am Chris Johnson with Sunset Adventure Trailers at the Pacific Northwest Expo. Here for our first expo, showing off the Sunset Adventure Trailers. And one of the things that brings everybody's attention is the Italian kitchen. Being able to have a place that makes the wife happy, nice style, cooking and comfort. Got a 10-gallon water tank that slides in, right back out, super AccuGlide. The option of a hot water tank that goes with it on InstaTap. Every kitchen has to have a junk drawer, silverware, and then we got the double on both the drawers, so it's easy access. Grill with the propane. Here, when you're setting up, some of us that are vertically challenged, stand up. This seat basically moves around to all corners. Storage for everything you could possibly have, and that's what this is designed for, is to be able to be completely self-sustained, have everything you need. Takes 5 minutes to get your clothes and your food, hook on the trailer, and you're camping. Also, for the tools, the hopefully you don't need, the jacks, shovels, stuff like that fit under. 600-pound rating on same type of glides, designed for any Yeti, RITC Grizzly, we got the Dometic. It's a great cooler. Pull out. So when you shop, take that, put in your cart, right back up here. Put a hoagie right there. It's not gonna get squished. More storage. This is where we put our hot water heater and the porta potty that comes around into the enclosure. You guys can buy any one you want. Tire enclosure stabilizers, 4 stabilizers, makes it completely solid. So as you're packed away, camped up, it's not rocking back and forth. And then we come around here, other side of the tire enclosure. Hopefully you'll never need it, but that's where the spare tire goes. Will always be clean, not a muddy, dirty tire that you have to change. We do the Thule. It's just a great brand, great rooftop tent and vestibule. You guys can choose whatever one you want. But then inside, we have generator storage, more storage up there, shore power, so you can power up. Little cabinet for all your knickknacks, books, games. We got some liquor down there. The power pack to charge your phones, microwave. I know it's a simple thing, but it's nice to have a microwave every now and then. Awning accessibility. Here's our hot water that we moved from the shower to the sink. Makes it super, super simple. We also have oversized tires. We have a 24-inch clearance from the base, 18-inch at the axle, 1,900 pounds dry weight. So when it's full, probably right around 2,500 pounds at most. So any Toyota with a V6 can pull it really nice. If you'd like to find some more information on us, it's Sunset Adventure Trailers on Instagram. Go there, like us, share us, tell all your friends.
Hey Braxton, thank you for coming by. I've known you for several years now. You're actually one of the first people to actually write a review, show a YouTube video. So I'm glad you came over. We're going to discuss a little bit what is Shower Pouch. Shower Pouch is a large 2 foot by 1 foot full body wet wipe. You can kind of see this is obviously dry. You can see our friend right behind me. Yep, Kedrick. He has the smug of happiness, which means he's clean, right? So what's kind of unique about this shower pouch compared to a pack of baby wipes? One, it's our ingredient story. We have aloe, tea tree oil, witch hazel, willow bark, and a little bit of menthol to give you that cooling sensation, just as if you just got out of a shower. Very refreshing. Secondly, the cloth is 2 foot by 1 foot. So super large. We tell people to make sure that you use it in regions. So start off with your face, then work your hair, then your face and your body all the way down, not the other way around. You probably heard me say this multiple times. No feet to the face, no growing to the face. Again, top down. We made the packaging out of foil, purposely, one, to get a 3-year shelf life. So you could throw it in your go bag, go multiple seasons without even worrying about it. Secondly, we designed it so it can be boiled in water. I live in Southern California, so we get some really cold nights. The fact that you can boil this in your jet boil, you have some leftover sink water, coffee water, whatever you have, now you're able to turn this into a hot shower on the go. In our sustainability model, repurpose and reuse, we clearly call out on the back of our packaging, laundry safe. Wash it with your dirty clothes. You wonder, how many times can I wash it? As many times you wash your underwear or your dirty socks. You could put it in something small as this, something simple, in an old water bottle. Throw your water in there if you have some essential oils, if you have a fragrance of some sort, and like really hot days like it is now, put in your old Dometic fridge, your ARB fridge, and when you're ready to get it, you put a little bit of that tip right there with the cap. Now you're able to pull out. Now you have a cold wipe down on the go. You just gave your shower pouch another a life. So that's our sustainability model. And again, we're out here at Pacific Northwest in Redmond, Oregon. This is the inaugural event. This has been fantastic, and thank you for coming out, brother. Take care.
Hey, my name is Zach France with Wildland Coffee, and we are here at Overland Expo, Pacific Northwest. Wildland Coffee, we put really good coffee into basically oversized, compostable tea bags. And what we're trying to do in our vision is to be the #1 coffee brand for the outdoor enthusiasts. I started Wildland in March of 2021 because I was sick of using my French press and my pour over when I was camping, and I wanted a better and easier way to make coffee, and I had never seen a good solution that I was really happy with. So instead of using other products, I decided that I was going to make my own company, and we're going to become the #1 coffee brand for the outdoor enthusiast. You can find us at www.wildlandcoffee.co and on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Wildland Coffee Co. Thanks.
Hey everybody, I'm Tyler from Guzzle H2O, and we're hanging out at the Overland Expo here in the Pacific Northwest. We're really excited that the big show has come to our home turf here. So I just want to do a quick demo of our water purification systems. One of our most popular systems with Overlanders is called the Stream, and it's our portable water purification system. So you just throw the pre-filter in the lake or river and hook up the hoses, and you press the button and it pumps and filters and purifies your water. It does like 3/4 of a gallon a minute, does 35 gallons on a battery charge, and it's really great for filling up your onboard tanks. The Overland bundle includes this long outlet hose, so you can park a safe distance from the water and pump water over into your onboard tanks. So it's got a carbon filter and then an LED UV purifier, includes its own pump, and then it all runs on its own lithium battery. So you don't need to hook it up to any other power source. It's all packaged in one case that you can take down to the water's edge and fill up your onboard tank. So we got a pre-filter option called the Guide pre-filter that works really well for cloudy or muddy water. Helps keep the carbon filter clean. It's been super popular with overlanders because they can keep their overall rig weight lighter because they don't have to carry so much water, and they can resupply water and never have water anxiety on the road. Over here, we've got the Stealth lineup. And so these are all of our built-in systems. So these are great if you got a camper or a van or some kind of habitat where you've got a galley. You can build water purification into your onboard water system. So these also feature the carbon filter paired with the LED UV purifier. So these are really good if you don't want to have to carry a separate supply of drinking water. You can just use the water you've got in your onboard tanks for great tasting drinking water. So the carbon makes the water taste good, and the LED UV makes sure nothing in your tank like mildew or biofilm is going to make you sick. So the most popular Stealth model is the standard Stealth. We also offer the 2x10 that's got larger filters for processing more water for like expedition size vehicles. And then we also offer the carbon filter and the LED UV as a standalone option. So best place to find out about our products is on our website, guzzleh20.com. And absolutely feel free to email us with questions. There's a contact page and info@guzzleh20 email address where that we check every day. And so we can answer your questions, help you find the right water purification solution for your overland rig.
Hey guys, how you doing? Lauren here with xgridcampers. We're at Overland Expo Pacific Northwest, and we're going to show you a lot around the AOR Sierra ZR. This is actually the first ZR imported into the US, and we're excited to have it here today. So this is the AOR Sierra ZR. This is the smallest camper that AOR makes. They actually have a line of about 18 different models. These are the micro campers. We're going to show you the ZR and the Sierra. The ZR is a great setup for a rooftop tent. We have a large platform up top. We have this one running the CVT, but you can do 2 tents. You can do a large Bunda deck or a James Baru tent. It gives you a lot of options for different spaces up top. On the driver's side here, we have the kitchen, really configurable, lots of pantry storage, deep area in there, lots of place to put your pantry, your food, your gear, your pots and pans, and all your accessories. We have a slide out right here for the stove and the sink. Collapsible sink drops down. And then on this one, we have the option of the Camp Chef, which is a really nice high-powered 20,000 BTU burner. Gives you a lot more power than some of the standard RV stoves that are out there. Cutlery drawer is going to pull out. Lots of storage there for all your gear. On all the AOR units, we're running the Red Arc Red Vision system. The control panel's right here. This is going to give you your 30 amp charging capabilities for your shore power, your DC to DC, as well as your solar. It's all app enabled, so it makes it real easy to control everything and check on your power consumption maybe while you're on the road. Also has access to control your lights on both sides and your water tank. We have 52 gallons of water in here, 2 tanks, so up to 52 gallons of water. Again, you're going to be able to manage that and control it there. On the front here, we have the fridge slide, pulls all the way out. And then we also have an optional prep tray area as well as a barbecue slide. This is really good for that small barbecue pit. You can use that here, slide it away if you don't need to. We're running the ARB stainless steel fridge. Makes it really accessible to get into it from the outside or from the side here, and it fits perfectly within this compartment. One thing people really love about the AOR units is all the storage. I'm going to start showing you that now. On the front, we have a large storage compartment on the tongue box. Really deep. You can get your chairs and outdoor gear, other equipment in there. We're running 2 11-pound propane tanks on the Sierra ZR, as well as the Cruise Master DO35 articulating hitch. Really great off-road hitch. We have solar panel output right here, as well as, or solar panel input for the Red Arc. You have your DC to DC set up with the Anderson, and you also have a 12-volt power supply output. On the passenger side, we have more storage right here. This is typically, people will use this area for your clothes storage. So if you do have a rooftop tent and you want it to open up over here, this would normally be an enclosed area right here. You have your annex room, and then you have access to your clothing storage. Whether you use bins or other gear, you can put that in here, and plenty of places to store everything. These units are 100% dust proof. They have a really tight seal, and these compression locks make them nice and secure. Here's the electronics as well as the water system. It's all tucked up inside right here. We're running 250 amp hour lithium batteries, so 300 amp hours of lithium's in here with the Red Arc Red Vision and a 2000 watt inverter. Everything's easy to access. Go in, make any changes you need to, and then again, close all this up. This is another storage compartment. We're using this for our tool section. Again, if you want to put a nice another fridge in here, you can do that as well. This gives you a large area for tools, equipment, and extra gear. This is the rack I mentioned earlier. So this has a large crossbeam, 6 crossbeams, 5 crossbeams going across here. It gives you an option to put a large rooftop tent, or if you want to do 2 side-by-side tents, we've had customers look at that as well. 2 side-by-side tents, that way you have room for the kids in a separate tent. If you want one to fold out over here, you can do that. On the other side, we have a 180-degree awning, so you have options there, whether it's OVS or 23-0 or any other brands out there, we can mount those on. There's also a shower enclosure right here with your hot water access on the front. So we're running the Smart Tech instant hot water system. Plugs in right there, and it routes back to the sink, so you have hot water at the sink. So AOR's been making campers for 20 years, like I said, and one thing they do is they have their own proprietary suspension. They have a trailing arm, dual shock trailing arm suspension. They use a high tensile super galvanized steel chassis, so it's galvanized from the inside out. It's a different process than what you see with the dip galvanization, but it's a really strong chassis, really good suspension. They've been doing it for a long time, and you can see how it's set up there. So on the rear here, we have additional storage, great access right here, almost all the way through. Really deep storage for large bins, containers, boxes, chairs. And then you have a secondary storage underneath here. It's locked up right now, but that opens up, and that's actually where your spare tire's held. So you have a full-size spare sitting underneath there. Like I said, 2 water tanks. They're protected with skid plates. And then you have a river access system too, so you can pump in from an external water source into your water tanks. We've got the AOR Sierra ZR in stock right now. We just brought a container in, and so they're available right now. You can go to xgridcampers.com and give us a call.
This is Jeff Trott from airheadtoilet.com, and we have the Airhead composting toilet here. It's a compact composting toilet system for RVs, boats, and cabins, any small space, but we specialize in mobile applications. And you can see that we've got a sealed lid and seat that prevents odors and things from getting in there. We also have a trapdoor system. Basically, the solids will drop into the solid section, the liquids will flow forward. The separation of the solids and the liquids allows for aerobic decomposition, which is odorless or non-offensive odors. And then the liquids will be emptied by removing the bottle like so. The solids, you just remove the top, and then we have a lid, so you're carrying the lower portion, and we put a lid on to carry it to a different location to empty it. The best thing is that not only is it odorless, but it's a very high capacity. 2 people can live with this thing for about a month, full time, before they have to empty the solids. And while the urine liquid is drained off separately, you can also use it every weekend for about a season, 2 people. So it's unprecedented capacity. It's a very simple system, which requires very low maintenance. The main installation requirement is that we have a ventilation system that draws air through continuously, and you'll have to find some means of venting this to the exterior of the living space. The unit costs about $1,095 plus shipping. We have several options available, 2 different seat sizes, as well as various bottles to fit into this place or that. It's customizable, so you can put the crank handle which rotates the agitator. You can put it on one side or the other as well. If you need to find more information, you can go to airheadtoilet.com, and we'd be happy to help.
Hi, my name is Sean. I'm with Zero Breeze, and we're the smallest air conditioner in the world. It's a portable air conditioner. It's powered by battery. You can use battery, or you can use 12 volt or 110 to power it. And each battery runs about 6 hours. With 2 battery combo, you can get about 12 hours. And we use the micro compressor for this unit. The compressor is about this big, the smallest air compressor in the world. And this is the evaporator, that's the condenser, and the real air conditioner unit. And the application is you can use it in the van, you can use the small trailer for truckers, you can use the 18-wheelers when you sleep at night, and also you can use it in the small boats and the small airplanes. Is a perfect application for that. And you can see the setup we have over here, and it comes with the exhaust tubes that goes into the back. We have pre-cut foams, and you can put that onto the window or wherever you prefer. And we have the front duct as well, and direct the cold air into the tent or to wherever you want. You can go to zerobreeze.com. You can find more information, or you can follow us on Zero Breeze on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook as well.
Eric Williams, I'm with Whiskey and Wilderness. We put together fire kits. So we have our hemp rope here, has some paraffin wax infused to keep that rope waterproof. We also have our version of a ferro rod. So what you do, you take this and you do a few strikes. That gets you a hot spark. You spark it into the rope. That gives you your long match. So what you do, take this, light whatever needs to be lit. Whenever you're done, just pull that rope down to snuff it out. Our ropes have a 2-hour burn time. It's the ability to get fire without liquid fuel. We also have our camp mugs, single-walled camp mugs, and we have our Whiskey and Wilderness hats. That's kind of our company. That's what we do. Find us at whiskeywilderness.com.
Hi guys, my name is Eric with Geyser Systems here at Overland Expo Pacific Northwest 2022, and this is a geyser system. It's a way to take a hot shower off the grid using less than 1 gallon of water. So for reference, that's about 3 water bottles worth, or 3 liters. That's enough to last you 10 to 15 minutes of shower time. And I'll show you how we make the most of every drop of water. What we do is we actually replace your standard shower head with what we call a scrub. And now this scrub is attached to a valve here, and this valve relates to a pump in here that works much like your heart. So you'll start to hear it kick in. I don't know if this mic will pick it up, but as you open this valve here, this pump will start to turn on. You can see it turning on, and this opens all the way up like so. So this, one side soft on skin, the other side tough on dirt, grime, sunscreen, everything like that. By doing this, you're putting just the right amount of water exactly where you need it, and that's a way to actually scrub the water, or scrub the dirt, sunscreen, sweat, everything off of you after a long day, and it only uses less than 1 gallon of water. So the other thing that's really cool too is that obviously people are afraid of cooties, especially post-COVID. So you can swap these scrubs in and out super easily. Between scrubs, you can actually use this as a water blast like so, or you can connect a different color scrub. So there's like green for me, yellow for you, pink for the dishes. Some people use it for their dog as well. And then it's just as quick as that, swapping between scrubs. So this guy here will actually heat the water for you. Everything plugs into a 12-volt source. You've got a standard 12-volt plug here. It's attached to a 16-foot power cord. You plug this into your car's cigarette lighter or a battery bank, and then there's an SAE connection on the other end of that cable that plugs into this power tail down here. And you'll see everything is built in Montrose, Colorado. That's where our shop, everything is out of Southwest Colorado. You've got a heat mode right here, so you can see you kick it into heat mode. That'll start heating your water at about 1 degree Fahrenheit per minute, pulls 9.8 amps. This guy is cool too in that it's got safety features so that you'll see these LEDs kick off. If I were to unscrew this lid, this LED will actually turn off because there's a lid switch on here so that you can never run the heating element when you're out of water, and you have to have the lid on in order to turn it on. That way, if the insulation gives way on the heating element, you can never shock yourself with it. There's also a quick disconnect here, and this is a little missile switch cover to protect the switch so you can't knock it over. We do have 2 different models. So this one, like I said, has a built-in heater. This guy over here has one without, but that doesn't mean you're going to have a cold shower, because everything was designed around your jet boil, so you can actually take 2 of these guys cold and boil 1 liter of water, and the combination of 2 parts cold, 1 part boiling water equals a hot shower ready in 2 to 3 minutes, so lightning fast. If you're running the built-in heater here, like I said, it heats at about 1 degree Fahrenheit per minute, so it'll take 10 to 30 minutes to heat up depending on the initial temperature of the water. So more information about us, we're Geyser Systems, so we're on Instagram, Facebook. We're here at the show, Overland Expo Pacific Northwest. We got a shower activation right by the main gate, and it's GEYSER, geysersystems.com.